Yo, everybody! Generikb here, and we're back on the Mindcrack Feed the Beast server. Does it seem like every time I start these episodes, I'm always in this little tiny bee room? I gotta say, it's my favorite room it's my favorite place on the whole server. I just love it. It feels like a little trailer. like a little hole. I could just sit right here and I have everything within reach. If only I had like a recliner. I can just sit here in a recliner. Oh, wrong button. Oh, ouch. So today we've got some stuff. Today started off real rocky. I spent hours, literally hours yesterday preparing for this episode. And I built some stuff that we're going to we're going to talk about that is, just the, creepers. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Just get a lot. Oh, all right, let's go get torches. This is silly. How in the world? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Here we go. How in the world am I supposed to get anything done when I've got every bad thing that's ever been made and I got, get all this inventory out of my face. I don't need you. Ooh. And an arrow. Okay. So, let's see, I'm going to grab some of this, and you may be going, what? Why in the world would you need beeswax? Because, my friends, watch this. Get us a bunch. Throw it right there. Kabunk and a kabunk. Look at this. Three per. We're good. How about that? Well, actually, normal torches give you 4. So I guess that's not really something to brag too much about. But that's okay. So, in the last episode, I was talking about this Alveary and the thing. Oh, I hear something. And the things that I'm going to do, and how I'm going to organize everything. And I was talking about a power source. And I know a lot of folks, they message and they're like, you should use lava and magma engines, and you should use, the distilled bees and, all that stuff. And, it's all great. It's all great ideas. But then I had an idea, and I started digging around for something really kooky. Oh, wait, let's see what's the moon look like? Which moon are we in? When the moon is in the... Oh, that's a half moon. Oh, ooh. Okay, hold up. So I've been trying to breed this bee. That is a half moon. That is about as half as a half moon can get. We got all that stuff in it. Where my bee? Where my bee at? Don't kill me, please. Okay, so I'm putting this in here. Flux and appear only during the half moon, as what I've been told. Let me light this up because I'm scared of it as well. Only in a half moon will this thing produce a node bee, which is very important for us for what we're going to do. But let's see if it will make it happen. I have 3 chocolate frames in the back. I'm going to move this eventually back into this little section. Not a quadrant, but that little back square. Because I want to have a containment room. Like some people have posted some really cool ideas on the Reddit for kind of like an airlock system where you go in and you put on your beekeeper outfit. And I think that's super cool. So I'm going to do something like that, but I want to have more of a room to go into it. So that is what I'm going to do. But today, while that's going, oh, what a happy surprise. I've been waiting forever for a half moon. I made these glass viewers. A lot of you guys were talking about that. So we're going to put this right like so. And we're going to make power kind of out of bees, but not really. Not really. We're going to use this thing. I'm actually going to... Let's kill these guys before we do. Oh, there's so many bad things around in this world, man. And I have almost no armor to speak of. So let me tell you about what happened to me this morning. I get one shot by a skeleton. And I mean just destroyed. He just ruined my day, right? And here, what if I bring him over this way so I can kill something? And I'm actually real nervous now. Holy crap! At all the stuff, man. Okay, I'm gonna back away. I don't need it. I don't need it in my life. Just y'all forget where you were. One shot me. I don't know what kind of power bow he had, but he just destroyed me. And then my game crashed immediately afterwards. Oh, it didn't work. What? Okay, I'm gonna have to look at this again. Maybe they have to be by a node. That's a half moon if I've ever seen one. Shoot. I don't know what to do about that. Okay. Anywho, I know I'm rambling. This has been a crazy morning for me. So yeah, server crashed. Or not server crashed. I crashed, and then it came back on, and we spawned up here, and we didn't have any safe place to get down, so I had to jump on the trampoline, which kills you like 70% of the time. I crashed again. By the time I came back, all my stuff was gone, but it was well within the 5 minutes. So something funky happened, I think, within the crash or whatever. So we had to get Pahimar, one of the Forgecraft guru dudes, to fix it for me. He just rolled back my player.dat. Normally I would just suck it up. Like if it was my fault and I did something wrong, I would just suck it up. But it was not my fault. And the thing I worked on took me... It's a Greg Tech thing. And I am just going to go down right here. I want to steal one thing from here. Just temporary theft. Let's grab this guy. Whoop. And we're going to grab that guy. Boink. I'm going to make my own eventually, but I'm just going to steal this guy. As I do, we don't need 6 of them. Especially since I'm the one that uses most of the Michael Jacksons around here. But what I'm going to use, I might as well go ahead and show you. I'm going to put this guy right here for right now. I think that's where... Oh, and I can put glass right here. Bam. Perfect. I think that's where I want to put it. No, that's not where I want to put it. I want to put it back one. Bing! Okay, so if I go over into this little guy, and I'm very nervous about grabbing this because of people like that. Come here. And there's... Come on. Nope. Come on. Don't shoot at me. Okay. Okay, and I'm grabbing it. I'm out of here. Get away. I got this thing, and it is called a Magic Energy Absorber. And it is from Greg Tech, and it is the worst thing in the entire world to make. I hate Greg and his tech, but this thing... So it takes a beacon, it takes some iridium, which now, thanks to Greg, is the worst thing in the world to make, because in order to make this alloy, you need these advanced alloys, which now you need these, which require a whole new machine. I think B-Dubs has raged about that a little bit. these energy flow circuits, now they take more iridium plates and all of this. This guy, the superconductor, takes even more of those. Plus it takes, I ended up using these things, coolant cells, which take a bajillion of everything. And way too much for what it's worth. Way too much. But I got it done. Got it done. And now, the end is near. I can take this thing and I can actually turn it into a really hardcore, like almost overpowered power source of EU. And the reason I haven't put it down yet is I kind of want to build this part first and then figure out where I want to put it, because I'm really scared of moving it once I'm done. So I do know I need to make one thing really quick. Let's go up here. And we'll go do a little fly job. And maybe B-Dubs already has one made. Oops. Hello. He does not. So we have to make a, let's look this up, pipe. We have to make one of these, cobblestone pipe, cobblestone transport pipe, and gravel. Oh, I can do that. I can do that rather easily. Any cobblestone transport pipe? Any gravel? Nope. 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 We have a piece of gravel. Oh, ooh, do I have what it takes to make a cobblestone transport pipe? Nope, not here. Not on me. But we will. Hold up, hold up. I always forget one thing. That's okay. All right, and cobblestone transport pipe. Ha. All right, so we take one of these guys and one of these guys, and we're good to go there. Okay, now we can fly back over. I promise, this is awesome. This is very cool. Now, this thing does have pros and cons. The pros is that it's basically free energy. I mean, it sucks it up out of the aura. So you see right now, like somewhere we've got a node that's like 385 out of 385. It'll suck that thing right out in no time at all, which is very cool. So put that in there, put that in there. The bad news is it dumps flux into the air like there is no tomorrow. And so we're going to have to do something about that. For here, we're just going to say, oh wait, is this just a regular? No, it's Antarctic. Okay, good. We're going to say, can it store energy? So we'll look at it. It can store energy. Then give it a redstone signal. And then we're going to put one right like this. And then we're going to take this red alloy wire. And the reason we're doing this is because we'll eventually have more than one of these set up. And so we want to have, if any one of these redstone energy cells, we'll put like 5 in a row. If any of them need a signal or need to be charged, it'll kick off one of these. They'll each have one. It'll light that up, which will light up this whole thing, and it'll light up all of the engines. So that's why we're doing that. And then we're gonna put the same one over there, and then we're gonna put. We have some engines. Engine number 9. And we're going to put a little redstone there. We have to move these around, of course. That goes in. This, oh, no, that's wrong. Uh-oh. I think I can just hit this with a pickaxe. Oh, let me try it. That doesn't work? Okay. That's fine. No, that's fine. We're going to move this. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, this will go down, over, in like that. Yep. And we'll eventually have like this. We'll have, I'll put them in, but I won't wire them up. Come on now. Like so. Blunk and a blunk. Actually, I can wire these up now. Might as well. Since I have them. Flip that around. Put one there, put one there. Whoop. Put one there. Right? So we're all good there. We do need to flip all these to where they are pointing inwards. And then I'm just going to get a little bit of business there just for right now. We'll get those two going. Then these will go and then if we put red alloy wire like this, you see how it goes across like that, right? And then we can do the same. Same on this side. And put red alloy. Blah. Okay. So now at this point, this is saying I can still, it's saying I can still take some energy, right? So that means this thing, if it can store some more energy, then kick off the signal, which is powering all of these, which are then powering all of those all of those redstone engines. And so as long as they got some kind of EU power, they would start going to town. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to mark this off with dirt first, just to make sure that I'm doing how I want. I think that goes there, and then the MFSU goes on top. Let me look. Bloomp. Yeah, okay. Well, here goes nothing. Hold on to your butts. Let's see, we'll do this. We'll put the magic energy absorber on there. The MFSU on top. Oh, hold up. Okay, whew. And then we can do like that. And then I've got enough for just a couple more. 2, 3, 4. All right. So that gets 6 out of the 10 going. So that works. That's good. At this point, it's done. It's ready to go. This is the output for Michael Jackson's. Whoa. That's the output for Michael Jackson's if we need it. Over here would be an output for EU if we need it. So that can go spiderweb all around over all of this, which will be where the processing stuff goes. And then we can always run it up through the floor into any of our like science lab research and development type stuff. Okay, now let's watch it. Let's check this out. I'm going to turn it on just for a little bit. So there's 2 parts to this, by the way. One is, do I have something that's got... That's okay. We can always do another one. So one has got this little guy. If you put something in, it takes it out. Boop. Right? So it took all of the enchantment off of it, and it will fill it up. It turns it into EU. Now it seems kind of random. Obviously, the better the enchantment that's on there, the more EU it produces. And you can see there's quite a bit that's going on. So technically, I could make an XP system like I've got, stand there, just enchant tools, and then throw them in this thing left and right. Probably not the most efficient use of my time, but you could do it like 65K off of that one bit of enchantment. It's pretty darn good. But what we're going to do is we're going to use this other one. And what this is suck the Vs out of the air and turn it into EU. So as soon as I hit that, it goes yellow and it's going. And it does it at like 128 EU per tick, which is pretty good. But you could see we immediately went from minimal flux to moderate flux. Now these things should be going. No, it's already filled up. So we have already filled it up to the max. Everything's turned off. And so now this thing is just filling up the thing. I'm going to turn it off because I don't want to create high flux in the air just yet. My next part is that I'm going to have to put pure bees around this, or at least bees with the purified node attribute. And so we're gonna go look at this really quick. Hello, Moon. How you do? I'm gonna show you the final little bit of stuff because we've got some more things in store. If we make, where's this thing? Okay, so Purify Aura effect. If we take that, that's the thing that is turning the flux into all of those crystallized aspects, right? So this is really going to bake your noodle. This is very cool stuff. Oh, I was going to show you though. If I go Purify Aura is the effect. Now, I don't think that making it a faster worker or anything will speed up that because it's an effect, it's not a product. I'll still do it, but if you guys know any better, if you've got any type of source where you can cite it that says increasing the work speed increases that would be great. I will tell you though that this does not. I tested this out in a creative world, and I put about 5 of those bees in some little apiaries around one of these setups, and it does not. Remove the flux fast enough to keep this running. So yeah, so we're at moderate right now. It will go into high flux, which is a bad thing, but I've got hopefully some ideas on how to at least mitigate that a little bit. What I'm thinking of doing, for one, is let's say I take these little guys. Maybe I do. And I've got some of those little Naga head totems that I bought from Badge. I might do something like this where let's go grab. You can't get me, foo. Come on, hey dudes, fellas, I'm trying to make a video here. Come on. Oh, bad idea. I see the zombie skull. I don't want it. Oh, it's so dangerous down here. I could take little apiaries like this, and I think that would be kind of cool if I had like 8 of them like that, all kind of around it. Maybe down one so you could actually see. Yeah, I might do something like that. Or maybe I set them into the ground or something. Yeah. But these would be where I'd put the pure bees to kind of reduce the amount of flux. And then after a short while, like once this thing, you see how it's turned red? I've turned it off. Once it has gotten to the point where it can't charge anything else, so like if this MFSU went all the way got all the way charged and everything, it will not suck any more vis out of the air, so it won't release any more flux. So really, it's like it'll be high flux while it's doing its work, and then it will need to be reduced, and that's where these pure bees will just kind of suck it down as quick as possible. That's where I'm thinking it will make things a little more dangerous around here. If you guys who are smarty pants about flux management, if you know of other ways to quickly reduce the flux, like if there's some kind of crystal clusters or some junk, let me know, and I can always throw those on there as well. Now, there's two more things I want to say. This side benefit of having these guys is that that purify node effect will pull the flux out of the air and turn it into those crystallized aspects. So check this out. So crystal, yeah. So all of these different types, right, get pulled out of the air. And then check this. If we right click on one of those, we've talked about this before. If you put 8 of these into a glass file, then it'll give you one of those guys. Now you can use those for Thaumcraft and all that junk. The cool thing, these guys can be made out of magic wax, which I get from the magic Thaumic bees, so I'm good on that point, right? But let's go back to one of these things. If I click on that, does it say, will it tell me what I can use it for? No, it doesn't. Okay, so I had to go a different way. Magic. Now this is the thing we made, the magic energy absorber. This is made out of all this junk, but it's also made out of a magic energy converter, which runs off of magic fuel. So if can I click on this guy? I can't. It won't let me. This thing doesn't output a whole ton of EU. You can see it's 24 EU, but it takes all sorts of great stuff. Like if you take these shards, the shards might be a good water shard. No. Show me the money. You can make a wand out of it, but magic energy converter. So a mercury cell, 8,000 EU. Most of these shards are 16,000 EU, right? Except for the fire one is 32. But then you've got all of these guys. Well, 8,000 EU at a tick. So what I'm thinking, right? Is it just a couple? No, it's probably Ignis, Potentia. I'll have to check. I bet it's all of them, though. If I were a betting man. So here's what I'm thinking. If I have a bunch of these pure bees that are sucking the flux out that is being created by this magic energy absorber, right? Then I'm getting a lot of EU from this thing, plus I'm getting potential EU out of the little crystallized thingamajigs that these guys are pulling out. Plus, if I make these guys, let's go fly back over here one more time. And this is the reason I'm explaining this stuff instead of actually doing it on camera, is that it's going to take me a while to get this going. These bees are not going to just happen overnight unless I stayed up all night. But if I come back over here, that's what I wanted to show you. So if we look at the pure, we talked about the effect is a purifying aura. But if we go to like a solemn bee, right? The effects mining is a haste. You don't have to worry about that. But see, this thing has products of earthy comb and amber. So watch this. If we go shard, earth shard, stony propolis, comes from an earthy comb. There's our magic wax for the little file things. And then there's the stony propolis, right? Oh, watch this one. fire shard. This burning propolis, right, makes fire shard. But if I put it in a squeezer, it's got a 10% of making a fire shard, but also it guarantees makes a quarter of a bucket of lava. A quarter of a bucket of lava can be put into a magmatic engine, which creates Michael Jacksons. So there's a lot of these ways of making, I'm trying to get to the thing. Oh, yeah, and so that's by Fiery Comb, which is the Ignis Bee, right? And then there's the Magic Wax as well. So I've got a ton of these crazy alternate bee power that I can use, and it's not your typical, lava / fuel or anything like that. It's dangerous. Oh, see, it's already gone down on its own. It's already down to minimal. So that's pretty good. It won't last very long at all. The final thing is you may be wondering, well, why in the heck did you make this little guy, and what is this little apiary here in the middle? That's a very good question. And it's the reason I was making those node bees is because, where is that little bugger? Here he is. Yep. There is a node right here, and one of the effect of the node bee is a aura attract. And what that means is if there is a node somewhere around, somewhere nearby, it will slowly move itself to wherever that bee is. And so what I'm going to do, I don't have to do this, but I think it would be pretty fun, is I'm going to slowly bring this one, because this is the closest one I got, slowly bring this one over to the little cage, and I'm going to have it sit there in the cage. And then that way, if anything, any type of bad mojo happens, and a wisp gets spawned out of that, at least I could put, at least it'll be caught in a cage and it won't kill me. That is my goal. Okay, that is it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed. I know it's a little more theory than actual building, but this is kind of some high-end stuff that I'm doing. So I'm already loving this so much more than the BFO. And I actually was working on clearing this out, and that's when I died and lost all my stuff. So I'll probably go back and have this cleared out pretty soon. And I may even organize some on my chest. Who knows? What? You're talking crazy talk. What's wrong with you? Okay, everybody, that is all I got for today. Until next time, take care. Brush your hair. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.